I am Wendy Liebrich, and married to Howard Liebrich, and have three wonderful children, one being Rob.
So for my mom, it was forgetting what she was saying, repeating herself, and at one point in time, which I'm sure she'll talk about, getting lost in a familiar place.
Well, what I did realize was that my math skills were disappearing. I couldn't multiply, just simple multiplication, adding, subtracting. I was doing it under the table. Um, I was, as Rob said, I would be out driving, and I'm a bridge player, and I'd be coming home from someplace I've been to many times, and all of a sudden I'd not be in the right street. And wasn't really saying too much about this. I was trying to keep it a secret. um, but then my husband was dealing with me repeating myself at least 5 times on every question I asked him. And I think it was driving him a little crazy. And so he spoke to Rob about it. Rob then kind of jumped on the bandwagon here and gave me a cognitive test to see where I was. And it definitely proved that I had the onset of beginning cognitive dementia. And it was very frightening because I have three wonderful children and 7 grandchildren, and I want to be able to communicate with them. And I would do anything, was my thought, that he could possibly come up with.
We had rolled out all the things that typically you would want to roll out. Was it sleep deprivation? Was it lack of B12? Was it urinary tract infections? Like all these questions that you want to get clear of. And if all those things come back no, then you know that you're dealing with this true cognitive decline. And they were finding that with people at sort of the nth stage of dementia, if you could introduce basic reading out loud, character or handwriting, and numeracy or simple math, and you can introduce that consistently, sort of 20 to 30 minutes a day, that you could actually see a decline in the sort of leveling out of the decline of cognitive abilities. We talked as a family. I said, Mom, I don't have a math curriculum for you, but Kumon Learning is a good program. What if we signed you up with some first and second graders, had you in a room with them doing math consistently? You certainly can find information to read out loud consistently, and then journal. And let's try it out for a month. And if it does anything, great, we'll stay with it. And if not, no harm, no foul. Just a little bit of an effort and to go to the class.
And so what was it like being in with a bunch of little kids?
Well, I think I was so desperate and scared that I would do anything. And so we asked the director, would you take a senior? And she'd never done it before, but she said yes. And in 1 month, using the suggestions from Rob to do reading out loud, I kept a diary, which I hadn't done in a long time, and I learned to do simple math again. And in 1 month, I was actually starting to turn around already. I did it every day, and I'm still doing it every day.
It sounds like you've actually seen some significant and measurable improvement.
Yeah, certainly for my mom, it was instant, in essence, instantaneous. After a month, the repetition was gone. The forgetfulness of what she was talking about was gone. And I don't think she's gotten lost